Good morning, my name is Rebekah. I'm here at the Homeschool Connection, where our goal is to connect home and school, and are doing our weekly show, The Brew. And The Brew is a mixture of people, events, or things that come together to form a more potent whole, and we want to make your whole a whole lot better. So today we're doing our Friday morning extra shot of espresso, and of course I have my coffee, and I'm also kind of battling the Christmas cold. I feel like every Christmas I get a cold, right before Christmas or during, so I have the squinty eyes. So I am battling that. So if you'll excuse the Christmas cold, and then we'll just keep on going. See, I got the red eyes. I don't know. I'm trying to show my holiday cheer so everyone can see. But today we're going to go over, and we've been kind of talking the last few weeks, loosely following the idea of Advent. And so this week we're going to kind of combine them since Christmas is coming, and we talk about joy and peace. And so our verses for joy would be Luke 2, 13 and 14, and said, "And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men." And then in Matthew 2, 10 and 11, it says, "And when they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And when they come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh." So when we think about the joy, I think there's joy when any new baby was born. The excitement, the anticipation of that baby. It's been months, and then that baby comes, and there's great joy at that. The family's rejoicing, the parents are rejoicing. If there's siblings, they're rejoicing. And you know, this was something that, if you think about it, when we take the time to sit back and we wait 9 months for a baby to come, and that's exciting, and that's a long time, and the excitement there is of waiting 9 months. But think about this baby had been foretold for hundreds of years, something that they had looked forward to for hundreds and hundreds of years. Something that the wise men had traveled a long way, the excitement and joy. Think about, well, we're going here in a couple days to visit my sister in Virginia. Yay! And her 5 kiddos. And then my mom and dad will be there, and my brother, and it'll be a lot of fun. And me and my husband and my son, it'll be a lot of fun. But think about when you travel somewhere for Christmas, especially if you travel a long way. So it's 12 hours in the car for us. And when you get there, how excited you are to get there. How excited you are to see the people that are there. The joy at seeing family. Can you imagine how the wise men felt? I mean, they traveled far. They traveled for months, most people think, to get there and to finally be where they were. To see and know that that was the person that they'd waited for. So think about that. The joy at Christmas. Remembering the joy that the shepherds saw and knowing it. Remembering the joy the wise men had, like we do when we travel to see people. That joy. And it's not, I don't know how to say it. Like, I guess it's pure joy. That pure, unadulterated joy. That pure excitement. Almost like the pure excitement of a child when they're opening a present. That joy, that excitement. Well, that's kind of what we want to think about when we think about the joy that Jesus can bring us. That's what it is. It's something we look forward to, and you know the joy doesn't go away. We can still look forward to what he has for us in the future. The joy of the Lord is our strength. And knowing that, that's where we can, for the Christmas time and beyond, we can make sure we keep that joy with us. And then the second part of this week was peace. And you know, sometimes we forget about, I don't want to say forget about the peace part, but I kind of want to put that on hold. I think, oh, I don't know. Does that really go with the Christmas story, the peace of it? And, you know, Isaiah 9:6 says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." Think about the Prince of Peace. What does that really mean? Well, when I think of peace, I think of calm. Kind of like when we think Silent Night. It gives us that feeling of everything's going to be okay. Kind of think about peace like when a baby was born. Afterwards, you have that really special moment where you get to hold your baby and snuggle your baby after that baby's born. I guess I never got that. I didn't get that moment with mine, so someday maybe. But sometimes we'll get the moment afterwards. You know, when my little one was born, he was supposed to have surgery right away, so I never actually got to see him afterward. After he was born, they took him over to the side, and he was early, and there was a million people in the room, and they were all working on him, and it was chaotic. And then they took him up to the room, and he was on a breathing machine. And then I guess everybody's kind of, and then I remember everybody left, and then I was in the room by myself, and I was like, oh, you know, there'd been somebody with me for like the last 24 hours, that peace. And then the lady came and said, you know what? He doesn't need surgery. He's going to be just fine. We're putting him on a machine. You can go up and see him in a minute. And that peace, that, okay, God's got everything. It's taken care of. It's in control. You know what? That's what we want to think about at Christmas. Everything is taken care of. But you know what? Prince of Peace. Man, that means he's got it all taken care of, even if we don't. Right now, it seems chaotic. I got to go home and pack and get my house clean and take my dog. And we get so caught up in wrapping presents. And I got to make sure I have stuff for everybody. And when we get there, we're going to have enough clothes and all these things that we have to do. But we can do all that and still have that peace and joy, because that's what Christmas is about, what we want to remember kind of for that. So hopefully this will help you a little bit. It says Prince of Peace. Remember, he's got it. He's on the throne. He's in control. He knows what's going to happen. And all the little things, it's okay. We don't have to feel like we're stressed to do them all the time. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully this week you'll think of Christmas, that you'll have the joy of Christmas and the peace of Christmas, and that you have a happy, Merry Christmas this week. And don't forget, take time to sip your coffee. You're not alone. We're here to help, and you know He is here for you too.